Hi guys, it has been a minute since I've sat down to talk to you guys, but this video will be broken up into two parts. The first part is for people who are actually trying to grow their businesses. Then the second part is for people who are sole proprietors that are looking to take advantage of certain benefits that come with having a business credit card, such as not having your balances reported to the credit bureaus and having access to higher welcome offers. I feel like a lot of people push business credit and business loans on people who have just started their business, not because it benefits the business owner, but because it benefits them. When you start your business and when you are running your business, one of your biggest obstacles will be funding. However, you still have to learn marketing, you still have to learn storytelling, you still have to learn how to sell, because that is what's going to sell your product or your service. Business credit and business loans are not going to sell your product. And what I mean by that is you can buy visibility for your business through ads and collaborations with other people. But if you haven't mastered the art of selling, nobody's going to buy your product or service. Spending more money on something doesn't mean you're going to get a return on your investment. So if you spent $10 on ads and you didn't get a return, you're not going to spend $10,000 on ads and magically see a return. It just feels very predatory to me, and I would personally recommend you wait until you are consistently making money before you decide to go get a big business loan or start applying for multiple different business credit cards. And obviously, every business is different. If you are starting a restaurant, you are going to need money for inventory and all the other things before you open the business. But if you are starting an online business or selling products or services and something that you can make money by putting in a lot of effort up front, I would recommend you put in all the effort you can and generate consistent cash flow. Make sure you're in profit, make sure your profit margins are good before you start applying for business credit cards. But if you don't want to take my suggestion and you have your heart set on applying for business credit cards right now, I do have some suggestions. First, if you have good credit or excellent credit, I recommend staying away from Capital One and Discover business credit cards because they pull your personal credit and your balances show up on your personal credit report, which is horrible. However, if you have fair credit, having these extra accounts on your credit report may actually help bring your score up. Think about that for a while and really decide if that's something that you want to do. If you just started your business and you're not making a ton of money yet, I would recommend applying for a business credit card with no annual fee, such as the Blue Business Plus card. This is to this day still one of my favorite business credit cards because it has no annual fee and you get 2 points per dollar on all purchases. This is really nice because with a lot of business credit cards and even personal credit cards, you're getting 1 point per dollar on a good majority of your purchases. I also have never received a hard inquiry for any of my Amex business credit cards, not even the very first one. And my very first Amex card was one of the business credit cards, so never received a hard inquiry for any of the business cards. My first hard inquiry with American Express was last November when I applied for the personal gold card, and I had already had 3 Amex cards before that. Now, if you are already consistently making money in your business, I would say get the card that makes the most sense. If that's the card with the $700 annual fee, get it. If that's the card with the $200 annual fee, get it. Even if it's your very first business credit card, if it makes sense, there's no reason why it should not be in your wallet. Applying for the right card the first time reduces the amount of cards in your wallet that serve no purpose or no longer are of any value to you. For example, my Discover It cashback card was my very first business credit card, and the only reason I applied for that card was because I was too scared to apply for my very first Amex card. I thought, at the time, I was only 19 and I just felt like Amex was just too good for me. But I ended up applying 2 months later anyway and was approved. So now I have that Discover It cashback card that I'm never going to use again, that reports to my personal credit and that affected my personal credit score. So just do it right the first time. I also think the Amex Business Gold Card is an excellent option because you earn 4 points per dollar and the 2 categories you spend the most money in every single month. So if your expenses are constantly changing, you're always going to be earning 4 points per dollar wherever you spend the most money. And I just feel like you can't beat that. And depending on your business, and remember, we're still in part 1 of the video for people who are trying to grow their businesses, you could be spending a couple of $1,000s per month, and that is going to be excellent for earning points. I just wanted to bring awareness to the fact that I think when you are just starting a business, business credit and business loans should not be step 1 or step 2, especially if it's your very first business. I'm just looking out. Now, if you're not trying to grow a business, but you are a sole proprietor because you have a side hustle, such as, you're an Uber driver, or maybe you're a dog walker, or you do nails on the side, you are eligible to apply for business credit cards, and there are few benefits to having them. One of them is that business credit card welcome offers are usually higher than personal credit card welcome offers. And even though the Amex Gold and the Amex Platinum technically aren't credit cards, we still see Amex offering super high recently welcome offers on the Amex Business Gold. I think it was 150,000 points, and then 190,000 points on the Amex Business Platinum card. The most public sign-up bonus on the Amex website for the personal gold card is around 60,000 to 75,000 points. But you can get higher welcome offers if you use a referral link or if you get a targeted offer from American Express. When I applied for my gold card, it was because Amex gave me a 100,000 point offer that I was able to see and that was offered to me on one of my business card accounts. And no, the welcome offer isn't always that high on the business platinum and gold card. However, my point still stands. In general, across all cards, across all brands, the welcome offers on business credit cards or charge cards are usually 9 times out of 10 higher than the personal cards. And if you are a sole proprietor who is playing the credit card game and you're applying for both personal and business cards, you are now earning double the points. The next benefit to having business cards is that you can put your business expenses on your business cards without them affecting your personal credit versus having larger balances on your personal cards. And I guess in theory, you can put your personal expenses on your business cards too, but I'm going to tell you why I don't necessarily recommend that in just a minute. But you know that sometimes when you do have high balances on your credit cards, even if you're not carrying the balance, it makes your credit score dip just a little bit for a short period of time. So instead of having that affect your credit score, you can then put those purchases and have that balance on your business credit card and not have the balance be reported to your personal credit. And again, this does depend on what card you have. The Capital One and Discover cards will report to your personal credit, and they will also give you hard inquiries, so stay away from those cards if that's something you want to avoid. So now, does this mean you should put your personal expenses on your business card? But you know, some people have business credit cards for their businesses. So if that's you and you don't have an actual business, then it doesn't really matter what expenses go on what card because you're not filing business taxes. And also, if you do have a business and you are not keeping your personal and business finances separate, when it is time to do your taxes, you will have to find a way to prove that the business purchases that you made were actually for your business if you want them to be a tax write-off. So if you went to Staples and you spent $500 for your business and you don't have any receipts or proof that that was for your business, you're going to be in trouble. And that's if you're putting your business expenses on your personal card and mixing the two. So just keep everything separate. Another reason business credit cards may benefit you, especially if you have your eye on a couple of Chase cards, is because it doesn't affect your 524 status. We talked a lot about Amex, and I told you guys that I never received a hard inquiry for any of my cards, any of my business cards. When you apply for a business credit card with Chase, you will get a hard inquiry, but it does not count as a new account. You will not see a new account show up on your personal credit report. So if you're currently at 324 and you apply for a new Chase business credit card, you will still be at 324, which is really nice if you prefer Chase cards. Please be smart with your business cards and your finances. I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.